What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks again for tuning in and Not Your Father's Capital. And in this video, I'm going to give you a quick update and kind of shed some light on a very interesting statement from a former CTO of Coinbase. All right, so that's what I'm going to get into in this video. I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit what's going on with Bitcoin, as well as what we can do to stop the Fed's run to raise interest rates. All right, so this is all on the heels of the FOMC meeting today. So it's going to be very interesting to see how the markets react. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that. But first, let's take care of some business. Hit the subscribe button if you have not already done so. Join us here at Not Your Father's Capital. It does help us get this content out to others and spread the word about your favorite cryptos. All right, but if we look currently at the markets, we can see what is going on with Bitcoin. Trading hands at 28.3, up 14% on the week. We are seeing a lot of money go into Bitcoin due to the ongoing banking crisis looming. And when we're seeing investors in their greed, we are seeing a lot of money actually going into Bitcoin despite all of the volatility in the markets. All right. So up 1.5% at the time of this recording. This is just currently where Bitcoin is trading hands. I'm very excited to see how the markets react because we all know what can happen when Chairman Powell speaks. We could get the expected 25 basis point increase, and then all of a sudden he can sound like the hawkish person in America, and the markets could absolutely crumble. All right, so this has happened before, so I'm actually kind of entertained to see how it actually goes down today at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But let's talk about what I actually wanted to set out in this video to talk about. And this is, forgive me, Balaji, and I will not pronounce his last name out of respect of how horrible that would sound. But the former CTO of Coinbase, he set a recent bet of $1 million price target in the next 90 days for Bitcoin. Okay, and this is centered around, but obviously his expectations have dropped around the rate hikes due to this FOMC meeting today. Okay, but what I want to talk about further is what is going on in the Fed. Bitcoin is the calm and the Fed is in absolute chaos. Okay, so we are seeing a lot of improvements within the system, and what we are talking about in this chaos is that I think the Fed just has no idea what they're talking about, what they're doing, and they are unsure of what they're doing. And this is a comment that is shared by Balaji, okay? And what he's talking about is the checks and balances that are going on and how one cannot plan for the future when the governing authorities are making it up as they go along, okay? So the chaotic graphs are depicting that the Fed has no clue what they're doing, all right? So one way to do it is just to buy Bitcoin, and that is what Balaji is suggesting. And by doing so, the Fed basically would force their hands, and it would miss a forecast, and that would absolutely turn the Federal Reserve in absolutely chaos further. Okay, so what we're seeing is they are talking on out of both ends, and it is not going to be good when we look to the future of crypto because eventually somebody's going to have to make up this ground. Okay, but the banking crisis is looming, and there is no really justification to what we are doing from a Fed level and from an economic level as it relates to the checks and balances that we are seeing, okay? So that is what Balaji shed some light on, all right? But basically, when this checks and balance system has failed, he's suggesting to just buy Bitcoin and move on with your life because that will basically alleviate any concern on what interest rates rising will do to your money in the more traditional markets. So that's what I got for you guys. I wanted to share this video with you before the FOMC minutes are released. So let me know down below, do you think it is a smart move to buy all Bitcoin right now and basically avoid any kind of chaos injected by the Fed? So that's what I have. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like this video and subscribe to the channel if you're not done so, and we will see you all in the next one.